So you want to start restaurants and you don't know which one to start. Should I start a cloud kitchen? Should I start a home kitchen? Should I start a highway restaurant, a food court, a QSR, a lounge bar, a veg and non-veg restaurant? What should I open? So if this is your biggest problem, then I would love to give you a right solution to find out which kind of concept you should. And welcome to my channel. This is Get Your Restaurant. I'm a hotelier and a restaurateur and the founder of Get Your Restaurant, where we teach you how to start and succeed in the food business. And if you're existing restaurant owner, how to scale and profitize your food business. So today's topic is very crucial. So if you're really interested in starting a food business or scaling a food business or profitizing a food business, subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon so that whenever I come up with any new video, it will be shown directly in front of you. There are so many people talking about restaurants, but there are very few existing restaurant owners. I own 2 restaurants and a 40-room resort, and that is what gives me the experience as well as the day-to-day activities which I come and share on my YouTube channel. So let's move to the topic of the day. The topic of the day today is types of concepts. Which are the different types of concepts? And I have listed a few. There are many more. All these concepts together will show you how to choose the right concept and how to go for the right concept. The first one and my personal favorite is the home kitchen. A home kitchen is when you start serving and selling food from home. It can be any type of food. It can be your authentic cooked food. It can be jams, jellies, pickles, sweets, anything you name it. You just have to take an FSSAI license and start selling the food. There are a lot of other things also involved, but this is where you require close to 0 rupees of investment. You don't have to hire rent out a place. You don't have to go for the thousands of licenses, hire staff, and you can start doing it yourself. So home kitchen is one of my most favorite concepts when it comes to starting and earning from food business. Second one is cloud kitchen. Nowadays you must have heard of Zomato, Swiggy, where you just press a button on the app and food is delivered to your doorsteps. This is what cloud kitchen comes. Cloud kitchen investment generally ranges from around 5 to 15 lakh rupees, more depending on how big the size is, what is your marketing budget and everything. The third one is food stalls. Food stalls are the normal food stalls which you see in a particular street or a particular area where there is a lot of crowds. It can be a vada pav corner, misal corner, chaat counter, and everything else. The food stalls are one of the starting concepts, one of the starting types of restaurants or starting type of food business. You can say one of the starting concepts of the food businesses, and these are the easiest one to open because this require very less amount of capital, and it is for a solo kind of a operational model when one person or a family can take care of it. It can be a chana bhatura counter, it can be a vada pav corner, so it requires very less investment and it makes decent money as far as profits is concerned. The fourth one is QSR. QSR stands for quick service restaurants. So quick service restaurants are restaurants which you will find anywhere and everywhere. You can find it in a food mall, you can find it on a normal street nearby your place, in front of an ST stand. So QSRs are usually one of the most expandable, scalable business model because they are small, they are very feasible, the rent is comparatively reasonable. At the same time, the sales are appropriate. It is feasible. It is feasible to launch, to brand, as well as feasible to expand. Now we will move to the fifth one. The fifth ones are the AC fine dine. These are little expensive kind of. Let me change the marker. These are little expensive kind of concepts. The reason is that AC fine dine restaurants are bigger. The investment is more, ranging from around 25, 30, 40 lakh rupees to 1 crore rupees. And again, the more the input, the more the output. They cater to a wide range of audience because their menu is wide. They serve Chinese, Conti, Indian, authentic, and sometimes in the AC fine dine restaurants, you also have the sixth one, which is the bars and AC non-AC. So these are both mostly targeted towards the middle class as well as the higher middle class people who want to spend more and who want to go frequently out with their families for either food as well, or whether with food as well as booze. Now, the seventh one is lounge bars. I think it is the seventh one. Yeah, the seventh one is the lounge bar. These are catering towards the younger generation population who have just started drinking and just started earning also, mostly from the IT crowd as well as from the industrial areas. So lounge bars are usually very reasonably. The booze is sold very reasonably, as well as the money is made on food as well as on the masses. So there is a lot of people coming here. The lounge bar, the range of investment is somewhere in the range of 1.5 crore to, it can go up to 4 crores or 5 crores also. The bigger the lounge bar, the more the investment and the more is the revenue. Now we come to the eighth one, which is the highway restaurants. So after the 92 globalization, the car sales went up like crazy. There are a lot of international companies also coming up and selling cars over here. A lot of international brands are manufacturing cars over here. So in total, the masses have started traveling, going for short breaks, for long breaks, highway road. The highways have become better. That's why the highway restaurants have come into play. Highway restaurants are comparatively pretty easy to set up. If they are reasonable, still you require around 50 lakhs to a crore rupees. And the highway restaurant, if you give good food, clean toilets, and a good reasonable pricing, you will make a lot of money in the highway restaurants. Now we will move towards the ninth one, which is the catering. If you don't want to start a restaurant or invest in a physical outlet, you can start with catering, where you can outsource everything. You can outsource your kitchen equipment, you can outsource your staff, as well as you can outsource your whole team and make money by taking orders. Now we will move towards the next concept, which is bakeries. We all have birthdays, and that's why we all need to cut a cake, and that's why bakeries come into play. But apart from the cakes, they sell a lot of things. They sell breads, which are the handmade breads. They sell garlic breads. They sell naan katais. They sell muffins. They sell pastries. So nowadays, bakeries are not just limited to cutting cakes. Nowadays, cakes and pastries have become a dessert. It is a dessert, in fact. So you regularly require a huge huge volume of cakes to be delivered here and there, as well as the pastries for day-to-day consumption. That's why bakeries are a good business model. Now we'll move ahead. Then we have the cafes or the coffee shops. Coffee shops come into play where there are population who wants to sit, have a nice chat. Sometimes they want to work over there. Wi-Fi is free. They can have some coffee or small sandwiches or something like that. Not very big main courses are sold in coffee shops. Coffee shops are basically joints where people can come together. They can do some or the other activity, and at the casual occasion start consuming food as well as beverages. Then we will move to the tea outlets. Tea outlets are the glorified chai tapri, as I can call it. But the tea outlets are kind of like an QSRs which are serving only tea. And lot of new outlets have come in the past 5 to 10 years. We can name it. There is Yevle, and there are other brands, and it is just crowded. The only thing is it has glamorized the regular chai tapri or the regular chai stall into a more glorified world where the masses can have a good experience, and they end up spending a little bit more on the tea, maybe around 20-30% more, but they have a good time. So then we'll come up with the second last concept, which is canteens. So canteens can be in industries, canteens can be in offices, canteens can be in schools, colleges, as well as canteens can be in any other type of institutions where a lot of people come together and they need to have refreshments. Canteens are comparatively very less capital oriented because everything is given by the institution. But again, selling price of the food can also be capped by this institution. So this is one of the drawback of a canteen. And the last one is food courts. Nowadays, for highway restaurants, the competition for highway restaurants has been food courts, where people are building huge structures and letting it out individual outlets to different brands. This also works, by the way, where a investor can act as a landlord, and he can build the whole thing as kind of like a food court and individually rent out it to different brands and then manage the whole thing, wherein he keeps on getting rent, as well as his food court is visited by a lot of highway uh, highway travelers and passersby. So I hope you like this video. Please share it with your friends and family. Once again, subscribe to this if you really want to learn deeper into starting your own food business, or if you existingly have one food business, if you want to scale it and take it to the next level of profits. Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon, follow me. And if you are really interested in getting more inputs about the food business, go in the description section and join my VIP WhatsApp group, where I keep on sharing every day different instructional or educational content regarding the food business. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. This is Gopal Kamath signing off. Bye bye.